The United States and Israel have consistently launched attacks on Iran, focusing on its military assets, key leaders, and nuclear initiatives. Throughout the conflict, the objectives and timelines have frequently changed, with the US at various points indicating a desire to overthrow the Iranian government or to promote new leadership from within the country. The violence shows no signs of abating. In light of this, the Trump administration greenlit a $151 million arms deal with Israel, following Trump's declaration that he would not engage in negotiations with Iran unless it achieved unconditional surrender. Additionally, US officials cautioned about an impending bombing campaign, which they anticipated would be the most severe yet. During this week-long conflict, Iran's UN ambassador asserted that the nation would take all necessary measures to safeguard itself. But as the US and Israel hammer Iran, why haven't the Yemen-based Houthi rebels, backed by Iran, entered the war arena yet? Here's all you need to know. The decision of whether the Houthis will take action is fundamentally linked to Iran's strategic considerations. Currently, Iran might not require the Houthis' active participation, as it is situated nearer to the Gulf states and Israel. As per the Sana'a Center for Strategic Studies, Houthi intervention could become necessary under two main scenarios. First, if Iran decides to expand the conflict into the Red Sea or attempts to close the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. Second, if the war escalates regionally, particularly with direct Saudi involvement, the Houthis would be strategically positioned to launch strikes deep into Saudi territory and potentially even cross-border ground operations. It is essential to recognize that a key aspect of the Houthis' identity lies in their perception as a transnational movement, rather than merely functioning as a localized entity within Yemen. Think tank analysts say that should the current conflict persist and escalate even further, they may find it increasingly challenging to keep their distance without compromising their ideological principles, a stance that would be difficult to explain to their supporters. Meanwhile, Gulf nations are staring at attacks. The situation has intensified, evidenced by the wailing of sirens in Bahrain as Iranian forces aimed their strikes at the island nation. Additionally, Saudi Arabia reported intercepting drones that were en route to its expansive Sheba oil field and successfully took down a ballistic missile that was aimed at Prince Sultan Air Base, which hosts US troops. In Dubai, multiple explosions were reported, with the government activating air defense systems. Travelers at Dubai International Airport, the busiest airport globally for international flights, were quickly directed into train tunnels following the alarm. The long-haul airline Emirates announced that all flights to and from Dubai are suspended until further notice. However, this decision was soon overturned, with Emirates stating that flight operations would resume. This announcement elicited cheers from those at Dubai International Airport, where passengers had been taking cover after the loud noise was heard overhead. Officials have yet to clarify whether there was any interception or damage at the airport, the busiest in the world for international travel.